Hey, peace be upon you. MBVHD here, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about black holes. Black holes, our information about them is not much. We don't know much about them. So the information that I will tell you now is what we know about black hole. So let's get started. So what is a black hole? Black holes are one of the most mysterious and powerful forces in the universe. It does not have a surface at all, like a star or a planet. A black hole has a huge mass being concentrated in a small area. A huge mass being concentrated in a very small area. The gravity of black hole is so compact or dense that nothing around it can escape. Even light, even if you're moving the speed of light, you can't escape a black hole. So keep that in mind if you want to visit one. The next question is, does black holes really exist? This is a really interesting question. Well, the first who predicts that black hole existed was Albert Einstein, using the theory of general relativity, or the theory of relativity. And the general relativity is a theory that explains gravity. And it says that gravity can change with the change of space-time. First, no one imagined that black hole existed. It was just a theory. But Albert Einstein's general relativity changed everything. It did not predict that black holes existed. It gave an explanation. It gave an explanation to gravity, something Newton couldn't do. And finally, we managed to take a picture for a black hole. Hooray! And the scientists did it using 8 big telescopes. 8 big telescopes. So yeah, black holes exist. So, are black holes close to Earth? First, the closest black hole to us is far, far away. Do you want to know how far away? Our 3,457 light years, so it's far away. So relax. Even if our sun turns to a black hole, which I will come in a second, Earth won't be in danger. It won't swallow Earth, except that we will freeze to death. So keep that in mind. So how these mysterious and powerful forces form, how black holes form? Eventually, everything in this universe have a beginning and an end. The stars are no exception. Even the universe itself have a beginning and an end. Some stars, like the sun, take millions of years to die. If the star dies, there is 2 choices. One, turn to a white dwarf, or turn to a black hole. How does that happen? When a star like the sun burns all its hydrogen fuel, it expands and becomes a red giant, a big red giant. After puffing off its outer layers, it becomes a very dense white dwarf. 1 teaspoon from material from a white dwarf will weigh up 100 tons. The materials in a white dwarf is really dense and heavy. Over billions of years, the white dwarf cools and becomes invisible. The white dwarf ends. What if the star was more massive than our sun? What will happen? If it was more massive than our sun, it will turn to a black hole. How does that happen? When the star burns all of the hydrogen fuel, it fuses helium into carbon, like our sun. But after the helium is gone, it fuses helium into heavier elements such as oxygen, neon, magnesium, silicon, sulfur, and iron. Once the core turns into iron, it can burn no longer. It can burn nothing. All the elements has burned, so it does not have anything to burn. After that, the core will shrink to a neutron core. The core heats to 1,000,000,000 degrees, then it explodes, and the scientists call it supernova. The remains of the star form a black hole. That's how black holes form. Will our sun turn to a black hole or become a black hole? The answer is no. The stars need millions of years to die, and our sun not a massive star. So if it died, it will become a white dwarf. Even if it become a black hole, it won't swallow Earth. So no danger, except that we will face today. So keep that in mind. So now, what are the types of black hole? What are the types of black hole? There is 4 types of black hole. One is stellar black holes, and these are the most common black holes. They form from stars that 10 or 20 times the mass of our sun. They have a lot of mass. 2. Supermassive black holes. This type of black holes have the mass of 1,000,000 sun. 1,000,000 sun. If you thought that stellar have a lot of mass, then supermassive black hole have more mass, 1,000,000 sun. 3. Intermediate mass black holes. This kind of black hole have the mass between stellar and supermassive black holes. These black holes may form when the oldest star in the universe collapses, or when stars and black holes collide. This kind of black holes exist only in theory, so there is no proof that they exist. 4. Miniature black holes. And there is no evidence that they exist. This kind of black holes have the mass of Mountain Everest, so they don't have a lot of mass. So now we know black holes. We have some information about it, even if our information was not that much. What will happen if you get closer to one? If you manage to cross the event horizon and survived, your weight will be millions of times the weight of you in Earth. That's because black holes have a massive gravity, contracts in a small area. And this gravity can pull anything, even light. Nothing can escape from it. Even if you was moving in speed of light, you can't escape black hole. If you manage to cross the event horizon and survive, you will stretch like a gum. And scientists call it spaghettification. So if you wanna visit one, keep that in mind. You will become a stretch. You will stretch like a gum. So keep that in mind. So now, after our little information about black holes, are black holes doors to another universe? Stephen Hawking was the first to believe that black holes can take to another universe. It's a theory, and I think it's an interesting theory, and scientists think that it is an interesting theory. But if you survive the event horizon, you will stretch like a gum, and then the black hole will tear you apart. Even if you manage to survive the event horizon, you will stretch like a gum. And even if you did not stretch like a gum, even if you get inside the black hole, you will become one with the black hole. Even if you did not become one of black hole, which I think it's impossible, you can't tell us what happened because you can't go back. So now, after this, why we call it black hole. Why the name of black hole is black hole? Simply because it's black and it reflects no light. Nothing can escape from it, even light, even if you are moving the speed of light, which no one can move in speed of light. So keep that in mind if you want to visit one, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Help me make better videos with better quality, and my Instagram and Twitter in the description, and peace be upon you.